I haven't even checked if everything's going to be working or not.
Shoot.
But in theory, it should. Everybody say something real fast.
Something real
Big white.
fast.
Okay, great. All right, beautiful. All right. Okay, welcome back once again to another episode of Feed from Geek Mountain Podcast, where we talk about anime and video games in depth while also showcase minority and disadvantaged individuals in America. Yes. Welcome to another episode, everybody. We got Jakuz over here, or wherever y'all seeing him. He's up here right now. Taking care of babies. Briefly, only seconds before this podcast started. Go ahead and say something.
Something. There we go. We
all right,
here.
word. Awesome. And we also got a special guest. I say this every week. We got Keith the gamer, the one and only.
Yo, what's going on? Really cool to be here with y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for inviting. Definitely do.
How fucking yeah. How are you liking the mountain so far, the Geek Mountain?
First off, the air, luscious. I love it all. I love the taste. I love all the things that I'm experiencing while I'm sitting here, because it damn sure beat being on the ground right now.
Mm-hmm. No fucking yes. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. All right, but y'all know what we do on the show. We talk about what we've been watching and playing. So go ahead, give us a taste of what you've been watching and / or playing lately. Keys. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, is it my turn? All right. So if we're talking in terms of watching, when you originally talked to me about being on the show, I was like, I gotta go back to watching the show, one that I could talk about in depth, because I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's been a little while. So me and Dragon Ball Super have gotten reacclimated again with one another. And then I went back and checked out a little bit of what is that? The Dragon Balls Heroes, whatever the other branch in anime.
Heroes.
Yeah, it's non-canon, but the one that brings
GT?
like no.
It's like a multiverse one.
Yeah,
essentially.
Thank you. Multiverse, where you can see Super Saiyan 4 Goku fight against Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and then Goku Black's like Super Saiyan 3, and not so on and so forth. Really weird shit. I love it.
Okay. I mean, I dig it at least. Okay. Fair enough. Why Dragon Ball though?
Okay. So everybody has that one anime story of like, when did it all start? I just remember being in preschool and or kindergarten, and I can't remember, but every morning on television early, there used to be this section where you could actually watch anime shows. But to me, growing up in Detroit in the city, who didn't know shit about none of that, I said, ooh, cartoon. I'm a kid. I want to watch it. Didn't know the distinction, right? I'm watching Sailor Moon and I'm watching Dragon Ball Z. But it was something about the Kung Fu, because me and my grandmother it was like a love thing. She used to do Kung Fu movies all the time. We watch it. So it kind of like inspired that in me growing up. And then I saw Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, yo, it's actually a cartoon where people talk about this, and my mom and my dad and people never
isn't that wild to think about though, in a way? Like, yeah, like anime is, I mean, obviously it's based off of like, you know, real shit, but like like, you know, Dragon Ball started from like, you know, they were boxing using fisticuffs. It wasn't just like Destructo Disc and Kamehamehas all day, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they still do fisticuffs.
That's like, not to go off canon, I'm staying on topic. That's like talking about Resident Evil. All of a sudden it was horror. Then like Resident Evil 4 came, then it's action. Then what the fuck was Resident Evil 5? Anyway, let me veer back to the point. Like, they do it still, but like, I'm waiting on Big Bang Kamehameha to destroy the world or some shit, even though that's never happened unless you watch Heroes.
Just because you look like you try to say something.
No, I don't. I don't watch Heroes. That was a little too much for me. But I definitely do watch Super. Nothing really to say about Super. I enjoy the movies. The show, back and forth on
Yeah.
it. They be having some cool, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it. They have some cool arcs.
No,
But-
go.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of trash arcs in there. Like the Tournament of Power is pretty bad. Even like the pacing to like all the fights.
How many tournaments of power are there?
There's only one. It's one Tournament of Power. It's like the last
Mhm.
arc in the anime.
How many tournaments are there then?
In Super, there's only one. That's just
This one.
the Tournament of Power. I mean, before there was, like they would be fighting in like hell.
The world
but
tournament?
Yeah, the World Tournament is also the one that
Oh.
always happens. But yeah, like those are all like the canon ones, and there'd be like other tournaments and like movies and like GT and stuff and whatnot. But I don't know. There's some cool stuff in there. Like I like Frieza's transformation. I like the bringing back Future Trunks. Granted, I don't like how that ended per se. Kind of felt like the Android 18, the Future Trunks movie where he's like getting antagonized by the androids, except this time it's Goku Black and the guy who's possessing Goku's body because he can. I don't know, man. They do a lot of like weird. I don't know. They try to do some different stuff.
He's not black.
He's not black. No, shut up.
No, he is not. He's not.
Yeah, that's a literal scene in the show because Goku goes to the future where Trunks is, and everyone has seen Goku already since they're like Goku Black, since he's like terrorizing. And instead of saying like, "Oh, he's not Goku Black," they're like, "No, don't shoot. He's not black." It's like, okay. He just had to say it that way.
That's funny. That's funny.
Good scene ever. Very out of context Dragon Ball. Jakuz, what you been watching or playing lately?
Since we're probably not going to talk about this on the main topic, obviously, but I've been playing Tales of Arise. It's everything I wanted out of a Tales game. I don't know.
You gonna see how far are you?
I'm about 9 hours in, so I'm at the I'm in the second realm. I've already taken out the first dude. And the way they're hyping this man up, I'm like, yo, you only level 15? Like when you actually fight him, his like level is like level 15, but they're like making it seem like he's the strongest out of like all like the realms and whatnot, talking about like he rules with like power and stuff. And I'm just sitting here like, okay. But I don't know how far are you, because I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Yeah, I literally just passed that part of the second realm, and I'm 11 hours in.
Oh, so, wait, you're in the second realm?
I'm past the second realm.
Oh, past second realm. Yeah, I'm in the middle of it, so I guess I could talk about it a little bit. I don't. Keith, are you playing it at all? Or do you play it?
I've only experienced it on Shoryuken stream and like bits and pieces from like shit I've been doing. So, you're not spoiling anything for me. Don't worry.
Well, I'm glad. The game is a lot of fun though. I like the combat. The combat feels very weighty. Granted, it can be kind of bored sometimes.
I feel like it's weird. Like, how does the break system work? Like, because like
I think it's like you just land a number of hits on an opponent and then they break. Because like I notice I get breaks a lot.
What's the factor? Like what? Just like
I think
hitting them.
I think it's like you got to hit a number of like hits. Maybe because I know there's a couple ways you can break, right? So you can do it. You can get an automatic break if you just call in a tag. At least that's what I've noticed with like all the enemies I fought up until now. If I call in a tag,
yeah.
What's her face? Well, mostly with Xion, because Xion comes in and she like blasts them like 15 times, so that's like automatic. You hit them like 15 times right there, and that's how I string together like long combos. But it's I don't know. I don't really know. I feel like I'm getting lucky every time I get a break, and I feel like there's been a break in like every single like Tales of game, but they don't really like, explain it. Like Tales of Vesperia explained it pretty well, but any other Tales games I've played, they don't really explain break, like what it takes to actually break someone's guards.
And then there's also like in Vesperia too, like you could also do different attacks, do different normal attacks based on the directional button you were holding.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is just like mash. Right bumper 3 times, and then
I will say they have simplified the game enough to where new users can pull off combos. Because I was stringing. I already got the achievement for like doing 100 combo, and like I don't even have like a sword art yet, or not a sword art. The what is it called? what's that
Mystic
called?
Arts.
Mystic Art. Thank you. I don't even have one of those yet, and like I was able to get that by just doing like calling someone in, doing a tag, or calling someone in, doing a break, going through my entire combo, and then when I got them into a strike. I did a strike, and then like when you do a strike after that, the next hit you do, it's gonna be an automatic break. Because if you strike an opponent and you hit that and it kills them, you come out of it and you can like literally just press attack, and you'll go to the next person and hit them, and they're already staggered. And so you can go into like another chain, and then I got another strike with that. So like I can see like there's gonna be some like crazy combos, but they definitely like simplified it enough for the game to like it does make the game more fun though. Like I do feel bad for the players who like actually like have a lot of skill and like know how to do combos like in the old game, like Judy and stuff like that. Like,
but I was gonna say like more along the lines of like combos. Like combos was like the big thing about the game.
Yeah.
But like keeping the enemy in hit stun was very important. But now it's just like I'm hitting like people. That might be spoilery already. So I'm like attacking people, and then suddenly like they still charging up for like their attack, and then like mid attack I can't cancel it to dodge. So it's like I just got to eat a whole attack, and then I'm playing on hard mode, so like one attack is basically like 1/8 of my health, basically.
Yeah, that's kind of hard. Like I noticed there are ways to get like yeah, I don't know. I'm playing on moderate just so people know. So I don't know if it's just easier to get breaks on moderate than it is on hard.
Maybe that might be why. Honestly, now to think about it, because like I'll be beating up a fucking boar for like 5 hours. I'm like, yo, so you just not gonna I can't juggle you. I can't juggle anybody really. Like it's really hard.
So what I notice is what I like to do is I'll do a combo on him, and I know that this combo isn't going to lead to a break. So I'll do like I'll do like 3 hits, right? And his 3 hit is like it's a 4 hit, and then after that I'll just run around him after he does his attack and immediately get back on him. And as soon as I go into my combo, they break usually, because then I'll start spamming like the arts afterwards. That's another thing too. They made art like chaining arts is like so easy, and I love how they broke it. Instead of like having you like put all your arts on like 8 different buttons, they split it up to where it's ground arts and aerial arts, and like there's dedicated aerial arts,
but
and then there's dedicated ground.
Though. I kind of like that.
I understand that, and like for people who are going to spend a lot of time with the game, that's beneficial. But like for me, who's just trying to get through the story and just like beat the game, I want to be able to access like all the combos and stuff like that instantly. And it's like the new way they're doing it makes it really simple. I'm not saying it's better per se, but it just makes it simple. And I don't know, man, I be getting off some good combos, and just I'm having a good time with it. I think moderate might be the.
I mean, it's a minor gripe. Honestly, I still have fun with the game.
Yeah.
It just like I just wish I don't know. I don't know honestly, because I don't know. Like I told you, like last game I played before this was Vesperia, and that shit was combo city. That shit was like, whoo! I felt like I was playing Marvel all over again.
I'm pretty sure like you're gonna get to a point where you're like the combo strings are gonna be longer. But I understand what you're saying, and then also too like Tales of Vesperia. Hey, what are you doing? Anyways, that was my cat's like trying to like up the carpet. Anyways, like who do you think you are? Like, what are you doing right now in front of me? Anyways, yeah, doing the combos.
You're not playing Tales? Sorry.
No, you're good.
You're not playing any Tales games?
No, not at this moment. And I have been a Tales watcher. My best friend in college played every one of the Tales game, and he would do midnight marathons of this stuff. Also, he was a very much lover of anime as well. And when I would watch anime such as Magi and things I had no idea of, and I'm waking up in the middle of the night, he like, come on, bro, come watch this. And then he go back to playing Tales. That's the kind of person he was to talk about Tales. So
why didn't you play with them?
I did not just understand the series, and I'm the type of person I gotta have an understanding. If I don't understand, I'm not gonna fake it, because I love these type of discussions, and when you talk with people who's serious about it, it's like,
yeah,
boy, don't you cat, do you know who this character is type deal. So because he never explained it, and I never like play one on my own per se, the worlds aren't connected, right? Are they? Is it?
No, the worlds aren't connected. I mean, no, they're not connected.
Not really, no.
Nah. It's always a standalone world, unless it says like, it's a number. The only game that has a part 2 is Tales of Symphonia. Oh yeah. Oh, completely forgot about Tales of Xillia.
Yeah, totally
Mhm.
forgot about that one. Oh, I totally yeah, that might have been actually my last one actually. But I would say yeah, there because it was known. The series was known for their local couch co-op.
Yeah.
Really, primarily not primarily, but that was like a very unique feature that's not in I don't know in any JRPG. I
I'd
guess
have to say
I would
that's like
agree.
that's like one of the best memories I have with Shoryuken is playing Tales of Vesperia with him and a downcast D Junior.
You mean Derwin the
Yeah,
comic?
there in the comic, yeah. And those are like good times too. I remember we'd be playing and we'd switch off on like who's piloting. Mostly Sean would be the person like walking around doing all the story stuff, and then we'd be there for the fights. But then when we started realizing like me and Derwin started falling asleep like while this
Yeah,
thing
they
was
started
playing.
falling asleep during like that 30-minute
So
cutscenes.
he would like shake us, wake us up like, all right, you should like control the
So I was like,
character.
yo, I was like, hey, I was like, final boss, hello. And they're like,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
hold on.
Let's get this. And then like by that time you're like on fucking autopilot because like Rita, I played with Rita most of the time and she was broken. Bro, she like had like once you go into like there's like a mode where you can just launch all of your arts like quickly. And she has to say incantation to launch spells. Well, in this mode, she could just launch them off and she would be like blah 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 and like you could
Yeah,
just start
'cause
casting.
yeah, she would just spam it back to back, but that's
Anyways,
I missed
yeah,
out
but
on this. See,
yeah, you missed out. You missed out on a whole childhood. It sounded like a whole collegehood, maybe.
yeah, no, it
nah.
does. It does.
It's different when you playing like Halo with the boys, and
See?
instead, like you playing like anime, like JRPGs with the boys, and you like, oh shit, you about to fuck them up, fuck them
Yeah,
up, you know?
bro, we be so hyped before every fight too. Like just ready. Darren ass always getting killed because he run in with a homie using all of his arts. And he be the first one to get touched up. And I'm a spellcaster, so obviously I'm running around just fucking fireball.
But
Fireball.
speaking about anime memories, that is the topic for today, everybody. We're talking about our favorite memories or our most memorable memories. These will most likely be your favorite anime memories that we have. So, any experiences that really stood out and basically shaped our anime adventure today. And these are memories that like could have made us who we are today, who really or like or like memories that like really stood out and made us like love the series. Something that we like always go back to. So I actually went back doing my research. I actually went back and like rewatched a few shows, and boy, oh boy, I got some spicy moments.
Mm.
So, who would like to begin?
We can let the
Keys,
guests
why
go
don't you
first.
start? Yeah, Keys, go ahead. Start for the homies.
Okay. So anime memory that stands out. I know I said I recently watched Dragon Ball Super. This memory ain't tied to that series at all. So I just wanted to make that known right now in case anybody thought that out there listening. No, we're not even going there. So Yu Yu Hakusho used to be like the most impressive thing to me growing up because I discovered it on Adult Swim randomly when I wasn't
Mhm.
supposed to be watching it. And all I heard was "kick his ass, Kuwabara," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, did he just cuss but cartoon?" And huh? I didn't get it. I didn't get it. And like that moment, I was hooked. So I watched all the way up until like the Dark Tournament era of everything, and then I finished it, and that was it. I didn't realize there was more to the series until I met my best friend Fish in college, right? Again, this is the same dude I told y'all who was like anime heavy and was playing the Tales game and stuff.
Hmm.
He was like, "Hey, Keys, did you ever learn about the Mazaku?" I said, "The Mazaku? What the fuck you mean? What is that?" And then he said, "Yo, you never finished Yu Yu Hakusho, did you?" I was like, "Yeah, I did. I finished what was on Toonami." And he laughed and said, "Bro, come on. Come
Nah,
on."
you finished what Toonami allowed you to finish.
Exactly, man. And he schooled me. And also, this is like my track into adulthood back
Mm.
into the anime world as well, where I'm describing it. Because Fish was a I got this website. You gonna read this manga? We gonna watch this. We gonna watch that. And he did it all while we would be like playing video games and studying and little weird
Damn.
stuff like that. So it just always be like background sounds and stuff. So going back, Mazaku, right? I'm like, what's that? So I finished watching the whole thing. I didn't know Sensui existed. Wow, that was a mind F the minute I finally learned about that whole part of it. Then finding out Yusuke was actually a part demon and understanding his journey into realizing that, leaving, going to hell, his journey from hell, getting back, being one of the strongest fighters, and then just understanding that shit. Even Yusuke knows, bro, it's always going to be somebody out there that's going to be stronger than him, whooping his ass all the time. And for me, that was a unique thing at college at that time because I had just stopped being an RA and I had did that every year, and I was feeling like I was in a place in life, right, where things were different, where I didn't necessarily understand what was going on all the way. So like that, my friend introducing that, and then being at that time, I kind of had like a moment just to say, I don't really know what the rest of life is going to be. This is like 21, 22-year-old Marquise talking, by the way, but I was just like, whatever this is going to be, you know what? Remember, this old ass show that you saw back then, your friend brought back to you, and now you're watching it again. This motherfucker's still fighting. Excuse my language. Let me know if I'm cursing too much, too. I just realized
no, you're
that.
good. You're good. Freedom of speech out here.
It's,
That's awesome.
yeah, it was a different experience, man. And so for me, that was like the one of the memorable moments I could say like that really stood out to me. Of course, I got more, but I think for right now that's enough because y'all got great moments to share as well, and I really want to hear about y'all's.
I like that segue. All right. Well, yeah, that's cool because I think we kind of touched on it before. But like I think we touched on it like a couple episodes ago, but like getting into anime is like a huge memory in itself, really.
Yeah.
Like actually like sitting down and hopping on anime whatever.com or whatever, and then just being like, yo, this is anime right here. This ain't Adult Swim anymore. So I think that's very memorable. Go ahead, Jakuz. Go ahead, hit us with one of those.
So for me, this is the first one when I came to this topic. This is the first one I came to. I was really having my first friend that watched anime, which was Shoryuken. And this acts as like a little double. I don't know, double jeopardy. I don't know if this is the right word, but it was also my introduction to watching like dramas too. Before like. I watch anime. I mostly watch shonen. I was big into like Toonami played mostly shonens. They know what their target audience was. There wasn't really much variety on the platform. So like a lot of the shows I watched were typically shonens. When hanging out with Shoryuken, he would be watching like just these wild shows like Ouran Host High School Club and so on and so forth. So
a lot of classics back in the day.
Yeah, they were.
Host Club.
And it's funny, the anime I was going to talk about was actually True Tears, but now I just actually remember we watched Ouran Host High School Club. So I'm going to talk about both then. So with Ouran Host,
Ouran High School Host Club.
Ouran High School Host Club, thank you. I'm going to just call it Ouran High. That show, I vividly remember that because A, I was living with Shoryuken at the time. B, we were eating like barbecue. It was like these like I just remember eating like these sausages that have like sun-dried tomatoes in it and whatnot. It was like one day when your family was like
so good.
Was barbecuing, bro. We were smashing those. We were watching Ouran Host High School Club or Ouran High, and then we would switch off to like True Tears and whatnot. But I just remember True Tears being like, I don't remember anything from that show, but it being like overly dramatic, bro. Like it was just like some extra shit going on. But like in the middle of like to show like every anime has like a little cut where like they'll show like, you know, either their character or like, you know, they'll show the title card, and every time it would happen I'd be like, True Tears, bitches. Like when it comes back in.
Oh yeah.
We were so
this show was so stupid.
We were so hype on those two anime that one summer, bro.
That shit back to back.
Back to back.
That was a
But
good
yeah,
time.
that was like the one time I actually bonded over like anime with someone. I had friends in like grade school who liked anime, but they were like, it wasn't like really like they like Dragon Ball Z and stuff. And like at the time too, like I only really like Dragon Ball Z. I couldn't really call myself like an anime fan in grade school because I didn't really watch like anything else besides like Dragon Ball Z pretty much. But that was like a time where I started like branching out and watching like other things. Yeah, I still mostly watch shonen now, but I definitely say like my taste definitely expanded hanging out with this guy. But yeah.
That's wild.
That's what's
wild.
up.
I appreciate that. That's cool. I ain't got memories like that, so don't expect anything like that on here.
This nigga,
Don't
he's
be
gonna
like
be going.
that. Don't be like
it's about to
that.
be his like favorite scenes and whatnot.
Hey, actually, you nailed it right on the head. So, but just to I guess we could tie into this. So we did watch. There was one anime we did watch together, and it's legendary to this day. Oh, I thought you was gonna guess. You're not gonna guess.
No, I'm waiting for it, bro.
I was lost too. I was like,
I'm waiting for you. You're like going close to saying. I'm like
terrible.
waiting with bated breath.
I guess I kind of debate. School Days, duh, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, School Days and episode 12. What?
The best
Episode 12.
All right, so hang on. You can't just go right into episode 12 without explaining.
Yes.
So real quick.
Yeah, big spoilers.
The show is about a guy. He's in love with a girl and he wants her attention. So he gets help from someone else to get this girl's attention. And when he finally gets the girl's attention, he like pretty much is bored with her, like because they're not doing what he thought he'd be doing while having a girlfriend.
Fucking.
So on the side, he's like,
not fucking.
He not fucking. So on the side, he practicing with the girl that helped him, but like the practicing leads to like fucking, and then it leads to him like practicing sex. So it essentially leads to like him slaying like the whole school, like having girls coming from like school over to his house. Like this nigga live alone and shit. And so
The whole cheerleading squad, the whole volleyball team.
And so you just like, and like mind you, they're not showing anything. It's not a hentai. It's like an actual like dedicated story.
Boobies.
It's not like, and there's like
but you
no
can see
fan service really.
they like they're kind of moving back and forth.
Yeah, they'll show like
How
stuff
they
like that. And
kind of. It's very classy. This is classy, okay?
But yeah, so essentially at some point, shit hits the fan and he decides that the girl he originally was pursuing is the girl he wants to be with. And he cuts off the side chick. And the side chick's like, oh no, I'm pregnant, B. Pretty much. And then episode 12 hits.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So sure you can take over.
Drama.
Damn. You can get tell the whole plot.
Bro, hey,
Damn.
I did it so fast. That's the fastest you ever see me sum something up before. Stop it. Anyway.
You making improvements, but no. School Days, I was gonna say if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But like the whole anime kind of tied into like it was funny because like no one could finish their sentences. If people actually finished like their sentences in the show, it would never have gotten to this point.
if niggas actually talked,
they would just be like, why aren't you talking to her anymore? Well, and then it just cut scene. Yeah. So episode 12 is the entirety of the whole episode is just amazing. You got like these scenes cutting from like, you got Sekai looking at the trash, right? Full of food, right? And she's just staring at it, like the food that like she cooked for him the day before. And she just like, fuck that shit, just had it all on the ground. And then so Makoto, main character, he cleaned it up and just left the trash there. And so she's like looking at it like this dude is like, actually like he put my trash there, and she's like looking at it, right? Like how would you feel if you had cooked for somebody, right? And like living through this life and you're just staring at the food, right, that you cook for somebody. It's amazing. All the scenery from like Makoto like burning his hand on a teapot is foreshadowing. It's crazy. Like the whole episode is set up. So it's like a stark difference between like the first episode where it's bright daytime, you're going to school, you see a cute girl, you have a crush on her, and then like it's nighttime all the time.
There's a complete like tonal
It's a
shift.
complete difference in the series, and especially the point of view, huge spoilers, of looking. You're looking at Kotonoha outside from like Sekai's belly, like you're looking up at her, and that's just like that's amazing. That's just
Bro,
like
hold on, you skip some stuff.
I didn't want to like talk all in depth about it, but just like the
Oh,
whole
why not?
just the whole episode
It's
in
like-
itself is just
So Keith
amazing.
knows
No,
what's
no,
going
no.
on.
Yeah.
No,
For
Keith, you gotta
Keith, for
watch
the
it. Keith,
culture.
you
For the
just gotta
culture.
watch it. You just gotta. It's something you gotta watch.
Wow, I'm
12
thinking
episodes. What you thought I was about to go in? Oh, everything here. Bullet points. No, just
No,
the
not
whole
even, just the-
episode for me.
just to tell like what actually happened in the episode. The show came out so long ago.
No,
But anyways,
no.
we don't
Yeah,
got to,
if
we
you
don't got to.
know, yeah, if you know, you know.
Watch
This is
School
one of
Days.
those
12
you know
episodes.
moments.
All right.
12 episodes.
All right, go ahead, Keith. Go ahead. Hit us with another one.
All right. Another one that I have, it's not really more so a thing, it's more of a quote that I kind of keep with me. So I'm gonna recite one of my favorite quotes from an anime, and this will lead me someplace. This hand of mine glows with an awesome power.
Oh,
Its burning grip tells me to defeat you. Take this, my love, my anger, and all of my sorrows. Shining finger. Boom, head, Gundam, destroyed. I didn't know shit about Gundam at all until, again, Toonami. And when I began to watch something, that was the first Gundam introduction I ever had. Now, I don't want anybody to think by like any means like I'm a diehard Gundam fan. I love Gundam, don't get me wrong, but I have not done my due diligence in going and watching all the others. But
that's all good, bro.
made me get an introduction into like that world, and I thought again at that time frame Dragon Ball Z was the only other type of anime. But I found out that was not the case because I saw that phrase from Adult Swim, and that also started letting me watch other shows like Fooly Cooly. I believe that's what that's pronounced. Is that how you say that one? Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
FLCL.
Yeah.
Yep. And Shin Chan.
You know what's funny to think about
Shin-chan.
is that's the first Gundam that you watched, and this one is like this one is like in terms of like how serious is not as serious as all the other ones.
Hell yeah, that's like the least serious one.
Sure. Like in comparison to like the first Mobile Suit Gundam, which is like it's one mobile suit versus an entire army, but like this one this one Gundam is better than everybody. But like that's so funny because you probably went to another one and was like, yo, this shit boring. I know I would, bro.
Or this
G Gundam was my first one.
SD Gundam.
No, we don't talk about SD Gundam.
Oh,
I'll say one thing about SD Gundam. I do like how the rice balls look when they be eating those.
Oh my
in
goodness.
the show. That was about
Oh
it.
my
I watched
goodness.
that as like filler. Like that was like my in between show. Like that's crazy.
God. No, yeah, dude. I remember watching that shit. That shit came on at my like grandma's house. And like I think I just had Cartoon Network on just like willy-nilly. Yo, I turned my head so hard when I heard that burning finger shit. I was like, what the?
This hand of mine is burning red. Its loud roar tells me to grasp victory.
Like, hold on, I think I might need to
There it
watch
goes.
this shit.
There it goes.
Burning finger.
There it is. That's it. It's a tear.
Bro, that was my. I think for a long time that was my my text notification.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it would just be
Look at
this
that.
hand of mine is burning red. It's like, yo, shit. In class,
Because he would pick up his phone like super fast. That's why. No, really not. He ain't called nobody back in high school.
Oh, the shade, but we not there though.
It's how I was the most responsive back in high school. Now, not so much.
Right.
You're okay.
So, yeah, go ahead
Me?
with the
Alright.
next one.
So these are gonna be kind of newer memories from newer anime. So
Oh, we're going new.
kind of new. So
New.
one of my favorite scenes in Shield Hero,
Oh,
getting his redemption in front of the entire crowd.
Yeah.
That is the most like you know that meme, that one right there with the hands.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait for them to come back. I'm like,
Jazz had to come in, plug in Shield Hero season 2. But yeah, no, that whole scene was just
Keith, have you seen Shield Hero?
No, I have not.
So essentially, I don't want to spoil it. Okay,
I
will
do
say
it.
it's cool.
I won't
Don't
do
get
it. Let me
into
do it. Let me do it.
Hang on, no, I'm not going to spoil anything. I will say
No, let me do it.
no, shut up. The scene is just it is one of the most satisfying, like a character has been getting dumped on this whole time, and then he gets to like prove his point and show that like, you know, like, yo, I was right this whole time. Essentially, it's like one of the greatest builds up to it, because you're watching him just eat shit from this whole community for like episode after episode after episode after episode, and then eventually it gets to a point where it's like, oh wait, what? But you just gotta watch it yourself. It's pretty good. Shield Hero is a great show.
Okay.
If you can get over just like some of the little weird nuances in the show, like he literally goes and buys a slave girl to like fight for him, kind of. It's a little weird. But yeah.
I was just gonna say
she's like a raccoon, like half beast, half girl, something. But yeah, it's a little weird. Like when he goes and picks her up, because she's like 7 years old.
What
so
they
it's
call
like
him?
they grow fast.
Eugene, or basically furry.
Yeah,
A beast person.
But
yeah, basically, yeah, Shield Hero is like, it's an isekai anime, but this guy, he got wrapped into the Me Too movement, but it actually was not his fault.
Right.
So that's
interesting.
Yeah.
And it's really good too, because like you think that the heroes who come in to that, all the people who into the world are gonna be like, you know, kind of like together, but then they're like treating him like trash, bro. And it's like, bro, you guys all should be together. You came from the same world. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know. They really make the other characters, like the other 3 people who came into the world, like seem like super side characters, because I mean, they kind of are in a grand scheme of things.
Damn, that last episode, man, I was clapping. I was like, yes. So yeah, I definitely that's a must. That's a must watch, Keith.
Shield Hero.
Shield Hero is
really good.
Rising of the Shield Hero, really good. Can't wait. I think second season is this year? Question mark.
It got pushed back. So
Damn.
Next year. It's next year.
That sucks. All right. Oh, fair enough. I'm gonna keep it old school over here. Keep it a little old school.
Yeah.
Y'all remember? Oh yeah. Speaking of yay.
Oh,
y'all
no.
remember the first time Ippo did the Dempsey role?
Oh my God, yes, bro. You hear the engine?
Oh. Yeah, dude. That whole scene. So this is episode 62. Episode 62 of the first season. Episode 62, which is hard to believe because like there's like, I don't even know, like 80 something episodes. So this man just been going around just like punching people regularly and doing uppercuts until this moment in the anime.
Hey, don't just call them regular uppercuts. He been the giraffe.
Okay.
The kangaroo punch or whatever it was
the
called.
frog punch.
The frog punch. Hey, that was my guy, bro. How you gonna stop too?
So stupid, but
just a side note, there's like these other boxers in the gym, and they're like kind of whack in comparison, but they have some really good stories. But one guy, he like be doing the dumbest shit. He be like, I'm a duck down like this, and then I'm gonna come up with 2 punches. Like, yo, what are you doing, guy? Like, you're a boxer, man. You're a boxer.
Getting his ass knocked out, I'm sure.
For sure. So this dude, like, that moment really brought tears to my eyes. Like, just like the hard work that he's been putting in. He's coming back from a loss after like 5 months, and then just the whole setup. And Ippo's been known for like those really intense moments, and then just taking it to like the max. And they do that throughout like a number of ways. So like mostly the sound, right? You can hear like you not the wind, but you can hear like an engine just like revving up, just like something's about to like start, right? And the wind whooshing, like when he's moving back and forth, and the wind with every punch, just like blows. Oh my god! Just it's the reaction, like this, his look on his face when he goes into it, like he like literally sometimes he'll just zone out, and then his eyes will just go white, and you're like, yo, this dude is just like unconscious doing the Dempsey role right now.
It's the build up to it too, because like he's putting together like on the like.
Oh yeah,
like,
the
not that he like put it together on the fly, like he's been practicing it, but like everything comes together, and like this nigga's just like like swinging, but he's just like
this dude is like punching, right? He's punching him, and he's just like whoo. And he's like, no, I gotta go faster. And I'm like, wait, what? He's like going faster, and he's like, bow, bow, bow. I'm like, damn,
bro. He just starts throwing in punches, and it's like a slow build up because it hits, and the dude's like, oh, okay, and then he gets hits again, bro. But like when he hits people with that shit, like usually you losing because you're about to eat like 50 punches, nigga. Doesn't he like
not? Oh yeah, dude. Not only that, but like during the break, during the timeout, like or between the rounds, he was like after the first round ended, he was like, "Yo, I'm calling it. I'm knocking him out this round." And they're like, "What?" His coach is like, "What? You declared a KO?"
Bro, the whole strategy with Dempsey roll is just like, oh, you got your guard up. Well, let's see how long you can keep it up, and it's going back as fast as possible, just like punching and like, bro, like once your guard is like gone, like you're usually done after that. But yeah, it like the way they animate Ippo too, because like they show everything, like show his footwork and whatnot, and the what he was talking about earlier, like the smoke animation that comes off, like everything that they do is like great.
Yeah, you'll see their feet like turn, and then the wind come off of it. Then you see like the fists do the same thing, and then you see his fist turning, and his body is just like moving. And then you hear the engine as well too. You hear the engine revving up.
That was good timing.
And you're just like, yo, like what is happening?
I gotta crack one joke though. The one thing that always pissed me off about this anime was the coach. His little hair right here.
Oh my goodness!
Completely bald everywhere else, but he got a little.
Leave that man alone.
That baby hair in the middle.
Little baby curl right there.
Leave that man alone. All right, Keith. What else you got?
Let's see. So you talked about an anime earlier where a character like literally took shit and ate it. The first episode of this particular anime, a young man goes on a date with a young lady. You know. They have a good date. They have good conversation. Everybody's enjoying the vibe, and all of a sudden, and then shortly after he walks her back home, he gets her to this little place alone. She says, "I'm going to eat your flesh," and he says, "Huh?" And Tokyo Ghoul began to fuck with my mental for the rest of the whole time moving forward after that point, because that shit was just so fucking tragic from my anime watching eyes at that time to see that. So, you know, all of that, Kaneki goes through all the bullshit that he possibly can, tortured, and then one day he just says, bro, I'm fucking done with being tortured, but you know what? Yo ass, I'm gonna torture the fuck out of you. And he literally messed that man up at the end of the first season, okay? And I'm only sticking to the first season right now. Yeah, he fucked his ass up, bro.
You can go ahead and stop there, pretty much.
Yeah. So that's another memory that I held, because that was just violent,
strong. Started strong.
That first season is good. First season is not bad. That second season, in comparison to like the second season, though,
in comparison, probably.
The rest, oh my gosh, it's just it's confusing.
I didn't really get the hype before I watched it, and then I really didn't get the hype after I watched it. I was like, this is booty butt cheeks on a platter.
On a platter?
Not to jump on.
But it started off strong.
No. I feel where y'all coming from. You know, it's subjective. It's art. You know, you can have a good season, and then the rest of it just be what happened.
Started off strong though. I'll give it that. But it's. I can feel. This is one of those instances where it's a better read. Definitely. But. I mean, it's definitely a memorable moment. I don't remember it, but
yeah,
I kind of remember when you had told me.
it's more memorable for me because again, I was watching animes coming in for a second, and then whatever reason life starts to happen, you depart from things. So I wasn't watching them as regularly or reading up on certain things. So for me, I'm pretty sure you guys probably encountered a scenario where you were like, oh yeah, this shit, Attack on Titan, Dark, really fucked up shit, all of that type of stuff. Y'all might have seen that, but for me, that was the first time I literally put my eyes on my mental, my expectations being fucked with in a way that I never thought before. Oh yeah, you're gonna get that girl. Nah, she's gonna eat your flesh and she's gonna kill you, and you're not gonna be able to do a damn thing about it. Huh? What? No, I can't. I wish people could see my face because it's literally I was just like, oh, the world isn't nice. This shit is not what the fuck I thought this was all about these days. It's violent.
Yeah.
Oof,
I know.
nasty.
Nix is saying you gotta. I don't suggest you watching Redo of Healer, but
Nah, don't do that.
but
Give me all the messed up stuff, please.
oh yeah, then
I love the
Redo
messed
of
up
Healer.
ones.
Redo of Healer is probably one of the. It's up there in terms of messed up stuff that I've seen. That's still an anime, but not like hardcore hentai.
I was good off of everything
oh.
that you told me. I was like, that's enough for me.
If you know, you know out there, you know. There's I guess also Madoka Magica too. But that's
funny.
like
It's funny
that's-
you say that.
Oh,
Madoka Magica. That was gonna be my next one. Which is funny. So the first time shit gets real in that show. So if you don't know what Madoka Magica is, essentially it's little girls who can transform and fight witches. Except you think it's gonna be like a nice little friendly show. It is absolutely not. So it's the episode Mommy Tomoe versus Witch. And where they thought they won, and then a witch. So essentially, the first character dies in the show, and you think that's where the show like it just takes a turn and like it's dark like the rest of the way. But the fight is good. Everything's going well. She looks like she's gonna win.
Okay.
She gets the witch into a corner, and then it transforms. And when it transforms, it's very confusing at first. You're like, what the fuck is about to happen? And then she's dead. And the other two are just like, that's not how that's supposed to go. Pretty much. And then you start finding out the whole show. I'm not gonna go into like the entire story of the show because it's still like even though you know this one character dies, the rest of the show there's still a lot more to experience. But that scene right there was just like, oh damn. Like I knew it was a little dark. Like I was wondering where it was gonna come in at, but I was not expecting a character to just get her head just get chomped, essentially, just get ate. And then because you see like the other characters reacting to it and they're just like realizing the situation that they're in. And then oh man, there's so much more into it. But I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, that was one very, very shocking scene to me. And then the rest that comes afterwards too.
That was a wild moment. Yeah, I remember I was just like, oh, this is not the anime I thought it was.
For real. Man, like, and like it's crazy because it's like there is a a very there is a hint of dread in the show, but you don't know where it's at because like even though the show looks so colorful and so vibrant, the music doesn't match the show at all. Like it's there's no like upbeat, like there are upbeat moments and whatnot, but they're very few and far between. But a lot of the times it's like quiet or just very ominous music. And it's just like, bro, like especially like the little pet thing that gives the powers out. You're like, hey, yo, are you sure? You sure you good?
Very weird. Yeah, it's a show. I say you gotta watch it. Just to have that look on your face.
Especially now, like, dude, it's like spawned into like a whole series too. Like, there's movies and then like there's even like more stuff like ties into it. But yeah. So what you got? Sure, you can.
All right. Well, getting back on to a little bit more truly lighthearted shit, because y'all been taking a dark turn suddenly. My favorite comedy anime, probably top out there, honestly. It has to be. But episode 16, My Ordinary Life, or what is known as Nichijou. Episode 16, and any episode really will have you guffawing. Sometimes it can be hit or miss, but when that shit hit, that shit will fucking hit. Not Gintama. So as for one-offs,
I will say that Gintama is like it is a battle of attrition sometimes, because like some episodes
really
you can get a list of episodes where it's like, yo, this shit is not funny at all. Like there'll be some moments in there, but it's like, yo, overall I don't care. Like
but Nichijou, it's a basic old regular slice of life anime. Like that's all it is. But the comedy is on literally a whole different level. Like they go out there. So this one moment was when two of the main characters actually get stopped by a cop, right? And instantly, like the girl is just like, she's like bowing her head, like, I'm sorry, you know, like the cop is like, whoa, you scared me. So basically what happens is the cop is like, these vending machines, people been using counterfeit bills, and it just happens, you know, we begin reports about a girl with a tan bag and some red lines on it, and then she's like kneeling down with like 1,000 yen bill on the ground. She's like, take this. And he's like, is that the bill? Her friend is like, is that the bill you've been using? You're counterfeiting, you're like using counterfeit bills in the vending machine? And she's like, no, this is a bribe. That's real. This is
out here bribing.
And then she's like, what? And something happens. Basically, her fucking, oh no, the cop takes her bag, right? Cop takes her bag, and she's like, no, and pushes the cop. She like fucking palms him in his fucking chest, right? Her bag goes flying everywhere, and you see all these like these drawings and all the paper like just spread out. And she's like, oh, my drawings. And it's so like she like does this like Naruto jump in the air, like dead ass. She's like 1, 2, and it like catches like another one before it hits the ground. 3, like she's counting, catching these papers. And the anime's it's a very vibrant anime. It has like this Madoka Magica type of like style to the drawings, but when like there's like action, when it's like action, yo, you could not tell if you're watching Naruto or not, like dead ass, because it really is a stark difference in the series. And so and these drawings, you know, her friend catches one. She's like, it's like a fucking boy love is yaoi. And so, because that's what she draws. And her
it's like,
friend catches it.
If you don't want no one seeing your stuff, why are you taking it to school?
Dude, well, that's also true.
For real.
So she grabs her friend's leg and then just like spins her ass onto the concrete, and then like some random dude comes in, he grabs the paper, spins that dude. He was old as hell. It was fucked up. And then you saw like a goat like trying to eat one too, and she spins the fucking goat. It's like the most ridiculous scene. There's a lot of other scenes in the anime. Obviously the principal suplex in the deer is like also another one. But this one was they go off the wall. It is the funniest show recommended by Shuriken Pizza. Pizza. Guys, it's definitely must watch if you like any type of comedy. It was just the wildest scene. I cannot believe. I just can't. You don't expect it in the series. You really don't expect it. Definitely watch it. Definitely, I'm saying everybody out there definitely watch Nichijou, aka My Ordinary Life. It's really fucking wild. We got any last ones? Any last ones for everybody?
Oh, rapid fire right now?
Yeah, we can do rapid fire.
All right, so I'll go with some memes. Take a potato chip and eat it. It was one of the best, bro. I remember watching that shit. And the first time I saw Death Note, I watched it in Japanese. And so like I'm like, this nigga serious. I'm like, he seriously put a TV in a potato chip bag and is literally telling like essentially narrating to us and telling us what his plan is instead of letting us like understand like, oh, that's kind of smart. You put
I don't.
I'm like, but you're just wasting a lot of money to kill people, bro. Like you buying TVs every day to put but no, that whole scene, like he is so fucking serious about eating that chip, and that was like the most, like the way he ate the chip, he like, and then like you see the salt.
Oh yeah,
the salt
everything's like,
and like you can't see his
goodness.
face because he's like, he masterminding right now, so you can't see the eyes. Another one, Saitama versus
No,
Mosquito.
wait, hold on. No, wait, everybody can go. Go ahead.
My bad.
Rapid fire.
Okay, rapid fire. This anime is going to be Bleach, and this one gets the award for the most YouTube episodes I've ever watched. This would have been during that time frame where you had to like go on YouTube to watch your animes.
I'd be mad as shit when it's cut into like 10 parts. I'm like, why is
it 10 parts, bro? Oh,
every part is 3 minutes long.
Right? You just want the full video. Like, can you please give me the 20-minute one? Okay, whatever. Y'all do what y'all gonna do. But that would be one of my rapid fire moments. So shout out to Bleach. And that also would be an anime I really like heavily got involved in by myself without anybody else to like really crave the next episode. So shout outs.
That's what's up.
The 3-part, there are the 10-part fucking fight scenes.
10 parts though. That's no lie.
Yeah. That's a real vibe right there.
Took me back.
For me, JoJo Part 3, Darby the Gambler, that whole fight, aka fight, dude, that shit was, dude, I had never been so like clutched, like booty clenching to my seat when I saw that Darby the Gambler fight. That was wild. And it's just like everything, the music, right? Fucking just like looking at like all of what they were in Cairo, the character reactions, everybody's just like, Nani? Like the entire time. Like it's so much tension. It is so much tension. And the poker face on fucking Jotaro, oh my god, that scene was just will forever live rent free in my mind.
Ooh, rent free. No, why you shaking your head, Jacuz?
I'm just because now that you brought up JoJo, there's so many scenes going off in my head.
Yeah, it's really so many scenes
out of context. Main character or antagonist picking up a frog or going then picks up random object and it's just him talking to him fucking self. I was like, what? Me and Jazz, bro, I swear to for the longest time after that, me and Jazz are just picking up random objects like Buster. I picked up my cat, Buster. But yeah, that's my little random one off. Or even same season, Bucharity, or King Crimson the first time he comes in, bro, you're just like, what happened? What happened in that scene? It's just like, you get your answers, all that later on. Like,
oh my goodness, that was you just try to no one can figure out how to describe King Crimson's fucking stand. It was that OP.
I still low-key don't even understand it. I just know it does some time shit.
Sometimes shit is involved. Oh my goodness.
What you got, Keith? You got any more?
I got another one. I would say the time in Resurrection of seeing Frieza hit a new transformation in less than 5 seconds, and then Goku go up there to fight him, and boom, that recreation of that original shit that all those years ago from them fighting, the tension. I never thought I could feel the same way again, but guess what? Y'all managed to bring it back. And high key, Frieza should have whooped Goku's ass. If anybody thought otherwise, no. But that's just me.
Nah, they actually had a pretty good explanation for that, because like Frieza just like transformed for the first time. So like Goku and like Vegeta, who's like had their transformations for years, are like used to being in it, and like there's a whole like arc where like they stay in transformation so they can get used to it. And Frieza didn't know about transformate when you transform, it puts like a lot more wear and tear on your body. And bro, he was worn out by the end, and Vegeta was like, "All right, I'll just beat your ass." But the one thing I did like about that is that even though they let Vegeta flex, Frieza still got the last laugh.
At
And
the
then
end of the
they had to
day,
do some Deus Ex Machina shit. Like Frieza's like Vegeta's talking shit and like, you know, beating his chest, and Frieza's like, "You forget I can breathe in space, right?" It just blows the planet up, and it's blowing up, and everyone's dying. And then like, of course, the OP God Angel character's like, "Oh yeah, let me just go ahead and just fucking reverse time." And then Goku comes in and just beats Frieza real quickly. It's like, really?
Wait, what?
the
Yeah,
look on Frieza's
so annoying.
face,
It's
dude.
so annoying, bro. Because like he actually like Frieza's like beat and like he's like back to like normal Frieza, and like Vegeta's just like stand over him talking shit, just like, you know, like in savoring the moment, essentially trying to do what Frieza did to him. And Frieza's just like, okay, well, I'll just resort to what I always do, blow the planet up, and just like like his hands like on the ground, so he just shoots a beam into the core and blows the planet up. But then like people are observing as Whis and what's the cat dude? I forget his name. Beers. And Whis is like an angel or whatever, and like it's just all this extra time traveling bullshit they added in. He can just reverse time. I'm just like, all right.
More confused than before, but okay, fair
Okay.
enough.
Oh boy.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. All right, word.
That's super.
Super.
That's super. Oh
That's
my
super,
goodness.
yeah.
But there's all right. So there is one thing I forgot to do in the beginning was actually, since we're at the end, you might as well talk about it now. How did you like? So what do you do? What are you about, Keys? Tell it for the good people out there.
Oh, okay. I appreciate this. So for all the good people out there, I am a storyteller of such. I really believe in delivering messages and getting those things out. So a lot of my content and stuff that I do is centered around tutorial, going that extra mile. If there's a glitch and you want to learn how to do some shit like that, but people don't necessarily tell you, guess what? Keys has got your back. We're gonna go through that. And I've been playing Breath of the Wild extensively, by the way. And that game is just buggier than Bug City, buggier than Skyrim, but it's beautiful.
Damn.
So that content wise, game wise, that's kind of where I sit. But outside of all these other things, if we go into like a more, what's your aspirations for the future? What you trying to get into? I'm a social media person. I do that actually in real life for a school district, and I'm managing probably like 3 or 4 profiles a lot of times. So for me, my phone, my level of like alertness, I got so much crap flying at me like all times of the day. And I've been doing this actually since I graduated school back in like 2016. I came out of school and I had like this whole job where I was a director of a THC company doing their online ads and stuff like that. So I was inexperienced as shit, but you know, the point of the matter was like I got an opportunity and I had a chance to do stuff like that. So ever since I've been grinding it out, and I came on Twitch last year and actually like content creation as a whole, just because of like the downtime and me saying, I want to connect with my people. I want to be able to actually make content, on conversations about anime, stuff like this, and actually get a better understanding of these type of things. Because shoot, bro, you grow up feeling like you're alone and then you realize, hey, you got friends. So outside of all of that, I'm usually, if not playing a game or working at work, I'm just helping some people on the side, doing some social media for them, helping them with their content and growing a business, which is called What's His Name Entertainment. So I like to say I'm all over the place, but I've now learned to be consistent and focused on a couple of things and build out. So I think that gives a pretty good answer.
That was a lot. That was a lot. I was gonna follow up with why do you do what you do, really?
Why? At the end of the day, I love people, man. And I feel like the way the world has changed now, it's all social media. It used to be like conversations, real talk like this, but somewhere along the lines, we have all of these communication things that kind of we have to explain stuff through. So nowadays, I just kind of see myself as having that spirit of really wanting to connect and get back to like these type of conversations, but really just showing other people along the way, hey, y'all can have good conversations. Y'all can connect with other people. You don't got to feel like you alone. You know, it's always opportunities and lanes out here, and break your fears. That's the other part of it. Because as I break my fears, I hope other people break fears. We all break our fears. Boom. Then you just live in life, because what's life? You got to conquer your fears. So I would say I do it all at the end of the day, just really to help people and just to make sure that we all have the strength inside of ourselves to just say, hey, I conquered that. I can conquer this too.
I feel that. I feel that. That was cool. That was cool, actually. All right. Well, tell everybody where they can find you at then.
Well, to all the good LOL, to all the good people out there, y'all can find me on twitch.tv at Keys the Gamer. Actually, Keys the Gamer is universal for everything. So YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, mostly YouTube nowadays though, because there is some great content. And again, y'all heard me say the tutorial element of things, so you guys can find me on there. And if not there, check for me on Discord to probably ensure you can stream or some shit like that, because hey, I'll be posted, bro. I'll be there.
You be posted. Damn. She's feeling some type of way right now. And what about you, Jacuz? What about you? Where can people find you at, Jacuz? What about you? Where you be at? he's not gonna entertain the idea. Y'all can find Jacuz. I got it from. Y'all can find Jacuz.
He straight smiled.
J.A.C.U.Z.
There's no Z at the end, just a period between everything else. So we'll find a different username. I'm gonna just do some numbers. I'm gonna just do a whole bunch of numbers. It's gonna be like 13, 14, 86, 74. Just where you can find me.
Oh shit! All right. Well, okay. And as for me, y'all can find me obviously at twitch.tv/HurricanePizza. We will be moving to YouTube. This is actually streaming on YouTube right now. So if you wasn't here live like Nick says, then y'all missing out. Y'all missing out. And then obviously y'all can listen to the podcast on everything like Blue Satire once said, like hot sauce. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Anchor.fm. I don't think Google Podcasts is a thing anymore, ironically enough. So, and then we're also on YouTube as well. So come and check us out. But otherwise, that's all we got for today, everybody. Take care, be easy, be nice to each other. And we'll see y'all next time on the mountain.
The Geek Mountain.
Peace, everybody. That was a little bit late, but it's fine.